Hey, they moved things around on the Facebooks. They tend to do that every once in a while, typically right on the brink of when I get good at doing something on Facebook, they change it completely. So it's been a little while since we've had talks with Kate in the bath, if I'm being the third person. Whew, it's been an interesting few days, a few weeks, a month. I don't know what we're going into here. I know we haven't talked in a while. I think I did a live from the kitchen not too long ago. I think I was doing it was Easter, I remember, because I was setting out the Easter candies, the Easter bunnies. By the way, that chocolate wasn't all that awesome. The chocolate bunnies from Vermont, Champlain, Vermont. I wouldn't not get them again, but I know See's Candy will be back, and I will be able to purchase the same for the same price, a better bunny. So I don't have to worry about that. Now, I there's a few things going on in my life that I have not been talking to people about, and there's some things that I consistently talk to those that are my people about. And yeah, we have different kinds of people in our lives, right? We have like people that are really our people that support us and they know we're crazy and they're just going to support us in our crazy. And then there are people that don't agree with our crazy and then they think that you could do better and be better. So therefore, they're going to hold you to a platform of what they think that you can do better with. They expect you to be able to do it better like that. So those are not my people. I need the people that really they're able to like hone it down and know that I'm gonna cuss. I'm probably gonna be inappropriate at some point. I might be overtly loud at any given time. Those are my people, and I appreciate them. There is an idea. I started therapy, I don't know, 6 months ago, 5 months ago. The kind of therapy where you walk in and you sit down in front of this really nice lady and she tells you that you need to cry and you need to start kind of diving in and getting nitty gritty. I mean, having gone through breast cancer and still having to do quite a few treatments for those. I mean, I still go in for a infusion every once in a while, right? This breast cancer is why I can't work at my actual job right now. I'm I'm a secondary condition in this world. So here's the deal. In this, I have continued to go to therapy even through being on quarantine. Okay. We do a FaceTime, and I figured at some point I had a little conversation with myself where I was like, okay, self, you are either going to stay on this path and continue to do the recommended sessions and show up for yourself and put the earbuds in and really try to concentrate and be in the bubble and do the therapy. This is the kind of therapy that I've never done. This is the kind of therapy that I've lied about doing and like stolen your results from you and said they were my results and just move forward accordingly. Come to find out, I don't know about the words broken. I don't know about the words needing to be healed. I don't know about the words, like all of those that attribute some sort of blame, shame, animosity, grossness to them. I'm not in that wheel. Right now, Piper's trying to get me just to be still. I don't know how to be still. I don't know how to sit down on the curb and don't do anything. I say, Piper, if I sit down on the curb, isn't just the action of me sitting on the curb doing something? And she was like, well, it kind of depends on what you do after you sit down, right? Sitting down is the action. Now what are you doing? I managed to do this. Well, I did it yesterday in my kids' room. Helen moved some furniture around and I was able to sit down on her bed for a second. And I really was like, oh, this is so magical. She has like a place to sit that she likes to look outside and it's good and it feels good. And I was proud of her for doing it because Lord knows she hasn't done anything else in the last fucking month. Okay. So she cleaned her room. She got rid of a bunch of clothes that don't fit, or they probably fit. I probably spent a lot of money on them, but she doesn't fucking wear them. So get them the fuck out of your room, right? And then, oh God, today I talked to my girlfriends and I realized at one point I was just going to sit and watch this kitten for a couple minutes and see what she was doing. Nothing attached. No, hey, I'm a good person because I'm watching the kitten. No, the kitten's taking care of all of herself, right? She can feed herself, poop, pee, get water, get attention all on her own, right? She doesn't need me to feel good about herself, okay? I'm looking at this kitten and I realize I'm just soaking her in. Now, this did not last more than 20, 30 seconds, okay? But this is a win for me. I am a doer and I get my power through doing. That's the therapy. The therapy is the recognition I have power that lives deep down inside of me. A lot of us call it God. Some of us call it something else. A whole plethora of people call it the universe. Some people call, I don't really care what you call it. I really don't. And I'm Christian, right? I don't think, in my opinion, I don't think he cares either. I think he wants you to find happiness. And I'm not finding happiness when I am going to others or doing things and seeking approval so I have some sort of self-worth. It is a very twisty, windy, sticker bush pathed road that is uncomfortable, and I cannot see through the forest in any sort of regards right now. So after I watched the cat, I proceeded to paint the lit dining room, disassemble a table, get it out, I painted the dining room, I've moved all the furniture around in there. There's a table that comes on the 21st. I've redecorated how things are going to go, and in my brain, and I probably need to make some pictures. Not that the pictures will really mean anything, because it's not like someone else in my household's like, okay, you look like you need a break. Where are your plans? I'll just take it over from there. No worries. I'll just do that. No, that's not happening in my household either. As a matter of fact, there's chore lists now up. Mom put a chore list on every pantry, on everyone's door. It's the same list. But it is up so nobody can miss what their chore is. My personal chore is the laundry. Not quite sure how liberal everybody's being with that, because I've almost done every single person's laundry in the house now by this time. So it's roughly 4 loads a day, give or take 1. I'm okay with it as long as I don't have to touch a freaking dish. What's great is that grandma is willing to do all the dishes as long as she doesn't have to take the garbage out. Well, Chloe's supposed to be taking the garbage out. Chloe has not taken the garbage out. And there's a shit ton of garbage in there because I just went through a filing cabinet that I just got rid of. I went through a bookcase that I just got rid of, right? They're all in the garage. So if you're needing any weird organizational items, I'm your gal. You need to look me up because I am getting rid of things. I am going to go Marie Kondo on this house. Pull it in. Rein this bitch in. Of course, the flip side of that is it's still somewhere inside of me. I feel like I will be whole or powerful if I can get all the paint done, if I could get the house to look the way I want it, if I could, if I can, if I could, if I should, right? Over and over and over again. There is no end to this harassment of myself until I can teach myself how to not harass myself. Like, how the fuck do we get there? I don't know. It's not even one fucking day at a time. It's literally that 30 seconds that I watched the cat. That's how we're getting there. I do not want to be added to another health and wellness group on Facebook that tells me that I need to come out of quarantine a better person. Yeah, don't we all want that? In some sick and twisted way, right? We want something to be better, whether it's our pocketbook or whether our house gets cleaned, or maybe the girl that you wanted to break up with the boy will actually happen during this quarantine. I don't know what all that is. I do know my sister's telling me there's a process. She's doing the same fucking treatment right now too. She's in therapy, right? This is all old baggage. We all have it. Okay, there was a definition for what, let me try to not butcher it. Definition for abuse. Definition of abuse. Okay, when I put this definition to almost any single thing in my life that's past, present, and potentially future, if a rein is not put on these fucking reindeer, anything less than nurturing. Anything less than nurturing is abuse. That goes into a lot, right? I was molested as a kid over and over. I used drugs, alcohol, right? Put myself in insane situations that I can't even believe I made it out alive, much less not in jail as many times as I did. Anything less than nurturing. I almost have to go back and define what nurturing is. Totally. Because nurturing implies, when we say the word nurturing, it implies that we understand what it is to be nurtured, right? To be held up, to be told that we're loved, to be given the example of what nurturing is and how it relates to other people as well as myself, where we come from, where we are going. If something is less than nurturing, it is hurting us, and that is trauma. At 45 years old, I am just now understanding that the majority of my life is built on trauma. And I am saying I made some of those mistakes. I did that to myself, but I had no idea that it would imprint itself 900 times over and then onto my children, who will then imprint it on their children. That is not in the baby book. That bullshit book that you get when you are like, oh my God, I'm going to have a baby, 9 months, whatever. That shit ain't in there. It should be. It should 100% be in there. If you are not nurturing to yourself, you will give all of your shit to your kids, and then they have to fuck with it. It's gross. Nurturing. Anything less than nurturing That is trauma. Trauma in my body is held in my glutes and my bowels. Okay, that is the first and second chakra. That's where it lives, that's where it holds. I don't care how many enemas you give me, that shit literally is not going anywhere. My body needs it. It is traumatic. It is holding on to that. That is where I'm allowing my body to stick onto the ground. Yeah. There's lots to learn here. There's lots of growth, nurturing. Kind of think of a little baby bunny, like how kind would I be to that little baby bunny? I mean, for me, right? For you, it might be a frog, or for you, it might be like a pillow your grandma made for you or something like that, right? Who knows? But like how lovely, how delicate, how just magnificent the word nurture is in respect to something you love. And how we had everything less than nurturing. I mean, ice skating, right? Man, I was put on that fucking scale every week and was told I was fat. Go skate more, stop eating, go skate more. More laps. Get up earlier, patch freestyle. Sarah, get me on the bus from downtown Dallas to get to North Dallas, to get to school, before school, after school, going home, trying to get some sleep. Mom waking me up at 8:30 p.m. to go back to the ice rink. Skate laps, get on the scale. 120 pounds was too heavy for Robbie to be able to pick me up. Ongoing. This is less than nurturing, but it wraps itself up into these ideas that these coaches, these parents, were nurturing me into being a professional ice skater, an Olympian. I dare say that is not nurturing. That is child abuse. For what it is child abuse. Because a child does not know at 12, 13 that what you are doing to them is trauma. And that trauma will be imprinted in us until we do something about it, which apparently is now in my world. Sans cancer, right? Sans job. Sans little people that I have to, nitpick and make sure that they actually wipe their butts, right? Sans all the extras. It's just me. I cannot seek and I cannot ask Mark to make me feel better. He is attempting to be nurturing. And if he pretends to make me feel better, that is less than nurturing. These are mind blowers. Okay, that was my 18 minutes, 45 seconds from the bath. I guess I should probably do these a little bit more often so they're not as long in the tooth. I love you, ladies. Have a good Friday night. It's stuck. Of course it's stuck. Come on.